Hi, I'm Dédé Wilson, and I'm the author of A Baker's Field Guide to Donuts. I'm going to show you how to make donut holes out of biscuits. That's right, sounds a little odd, but it's kind of an old-fashioned thing. You're going to start with refrigerated biscuit dough, and this is something you can do around the campfire. Sometimes they're referred to as campfire donuts, and then you're going to fry them, and you're going to be amazed at how much they taste like the regular donut holes that you get at your favorite donut shop. So all we need is our refrigerated donuts. We need a little bit of flour. That'll be for dusting our surface when we're patting the donuts out. And then you need a 1.5 inch cutter for the donuts. Now, in this instance, this white plastic one is labeled, so I know it's a 1.5 inch. If you have a cutter and it's not labeled, I find that keeping a ruler in the kitchen is really handy, and then you can always just go in to check and you'll know you have the right size. This is going to give us the perfect size finished donut. In terms of yield, in terms of how many donut holes you're going to get out of this, it's hard to tell because these refrigerated biscuits come in a lot of different size containers. Put a nice thin coating on our work surface, separate the biscuits out, and then one at a time, take one of them and just flatten it out. Just a little bit, not too much. It's to about a 1/2 inch thickness. I like to dip the donut color in the flour, and that way you can get nice, clean cuts. And then once these donut holes are cut, we can put them on the tray, and you can cut out as many 1.5 inch rounds as possible. I just have a cookie sheet tray lined with parchment paper. I find that the parchment paper keeps the biscuit / donut holes from sticking. With the scraps, knead them together a little bit and then press them out, and you would press it out to a 1/2 inch thickness, and you would just cut out some more donut holes. Just keep going until it's all done. You want your oil to be between 350 and 355. That'll be perfect. I've got this nice deep pot. I've got some canola oil in there. Safflower or grapeseed oil would also be a great frying oil. We're ready to fry. So these just get dropped in. And even though they kind of look flat right now, you'll see they're going to puff up into beautiful donut holes. You don't want to crowd them. You want to give them some space. So now they're going to start browning, and we're just going to keep an eye on them, mostly for color. It's about a minute, between a minute and 2 minutes on each side. We'll flip them over at some point. This is a spider. It's used in Asian cooking, and you can see all that open work. It's specifically for deep frying, and we can go in there and toss these around. We want to get them evenly browned all the way around. Now those are going to be ready in less than a minute. So what I have waiting is some cinnamon sugar, some powdered sugar, and then I also have a glaze. And this is simply powdered sugar with a little bit of water. All of these recipes can be found in A Baker's Field Guide to Donuts. And I'll show you how we're going to dip our donut holes once they come out. I've got a sheet pan with 3 layers of paper towels. Fish them out of the oil. You'd never know that these were made with refrigerated biscuit dough. And they taste really light, like a yeast donut. So to coat them with cinnamon sugar, you can just drop them right into the cinnamon sugar and just start tossing it around a bit. For the glaze, once they've drained on the paper towels, you want to put down some foil. This glaze, as I said, is confectioner's sugar and water. And we're just going to drop one of the donut holes into the glaze, toss it back and forth with 2 forks. Don't pierce it with the fork, just use it to help it perch, and then put it down onto the foil. And the glaze will set up a little bit as it cools so that you'll be able to eat them and not get your fingers too sticky. I'll do one more like this, and then I'm going to go back to my cinnamon sugar, and I'm going to do a few in powdered sugar as well. Oh, they're so light. They're kind of crispy, crackly. And do one more in the cinnamon sugar. And there we go. Donut holes made from biscuits, refrigerated biscuit dough. Couldn't have been easier. And it was so simple to create 3 different varieties. We have glazed, the powdered sugar covered and the cinnamon sugar covered. I know you'll enjoy these. And check out my book, A Baker's Field Guide to Donuts, for plenty of donut recipes, including different glazes and toppings as well. I'm Dédé Wilson, and you can check out my recipes at Bakepedia.com, the baker's resource.